Welcome back to Curious Beings Learning Platform and Envision to empower through education. In our previous module, we got to know about the research skill, how valuable it is. So without any further delay, let's move into the module 3, delving deep. Research is an important aspect of our everyday lives as it transitions our entire way of living, including the minor and major aspects. It uses the applications, reconsidering a few things and then experimenting. We pick up a topic, find that we are not satisfied with the way it functions and subject it to the change. Research gives us an insight into the deep roots of anything and gives us more space for exploration and exploitation. When we take a song, it is a combination of several low and high notes, some beats, some chords of instruments, some voices, and few words. If we were to take one low note and use it elsewhere as in another song, then it can change the entire perception of the song. Similarly, when we analyze one aspect of a topic and try to use it in another situation, it can have a huge impact on the whole situation. This is called experimenting. The song that is obtained after the experiment is a result, and the whole process which requires deciding which note to be used and the number of times it has to be used is dependent on research. We research a few notes, pick up the best ones among those notes, and put them into our practical work. Our ability to make decisions and utilize the full potential of a given item comes from a lot of effort, but most importantly, it involves experimenting. The first and foremost required ability to hone your research skill is the readiness that you can show towards experimenting with a particular subject. The more you experiment, the more you discover, and these results can help you arrive at a common conclusion. As you spend more and more time trying to perform experiments, your point of view will improve and you will learn more things about everything that you experiment on. You will learn that the behaviors and capabilities of an item as and when you experiment on it. The more you learn about the functionalities of an object, the more useful it finds in your future explorations, which is the basic aim of the research. To allow you to delve into the details and find out how much more it can be used for. Let me narrate the following story where one item is used in many forms to satisfy the needs and demands of everyone and what else is being done to make more use of it. The journey of a plastic bottle. The bottle was generated in a factory and as it looked at itself in the mirror, it was adorned with a layer of wrap. Its head was covered with a colorful cap and its empty interiors were filled with a colorful liquid. Being a mixture of chemicals itself, the bottle held in a place the glossy liquid that was poured into it and prevented it from falling out. This bottle was now thrown into a big carton with several other bottles that looked the same in shape and size and lodged the same liquid and was transported off to distribution. On its way to the hands of the customer, the bottle wondered who could drink from it and sat still amid 1,000 other bottles. The customer picked it from the carton, held the bottle by its head, and slurred his drink through the head of the bottle while the bottle looked in and out the tongue and the mouth of the customer. Now, the task of the bottle was over and it had to be disposed of. So the bottle was thrown mercilessly into the plastic garbage can that lay outside the customer's house. After staying there briefly for a while, it was picked up by the rag picker and segregated into a dry waste can. Now, the bottle entered into another factory with 1,000 other bottles in every conditions only to be sent for recycling. The tags on it were taken off, the wrapping around its hips disposed of, the cap and the interiors of the one beautiful bottle were now damaged and ready to be transformed into something else new. The bottle understood it was being recycled. 2 women held on the bottle in their arms and carefully washed the bottle, all while ensuring the dirt was taken. Once the bottle was clean, it was sent for striping, where the bottle was cut into parts and each part was sent into a machine. This machine tore the bottle into sharp pieces, all while the bottle cried in pain, and then it was now obtained in a different form. In this different form, the plastic was now mixed with other similar looking strips and these were churned together to obtain a liquid. This liquid was subject to the influence of different chemicals and procedures to obtain a cloth material. A cloth material so obtained from these different processes was sharpened and woven into bags, shoes, and cloths to wear. Some of the liquid was extracted and made into phone cases, covers, some were used for making shields, some were utilized for making decors, and in the end, all the liquid was utilized. The plastic bottle, which now looked better as a beautiful dress, was transported back to the same customer who threw it away when it was a bottle, and the same customer loved wearing this beautiful plastic dress over and over and again. It looked at few other plastic bottles in the customer's house, which now house some of the most extravagant plants. This completes the journey of the plastic bottle. The above story, though a bit mundane, highlights how many different ways one plastic bottle can be used. All these started as experiments at one point or another, and this outcome is a result of a continuous experimentation. When plastic was initially introduced, no one knew that it could be made more suitable for the environment. But with evolution, it became a necessity that plastic usage should be reduced as it has harmful effects which affect the individual for a prolonged period. This led to the discovery of biodegradable plastic, paved the way for the switch from plastic to eco-friendly products which were sustainable as well. The subsequent need for change, increase in consumption, and the demand for alternatives, and also the urge to use existing materials in ways like before, have all been outcomes of experimenting. The ability to experiment and the will to seek change is called research. And the only way to hone the skill is to be ready to apply the existing knowledge in a new area. In the above example, plastic, generally used for holding things, is improvised to look like cloths, bags, shoes, and whatnot. Therefore, we need to find out how we can satisfy a particular situation in a way that is okay with everyone, and nothing but research can help us to achieve it.